Welcome back to Creative Ends. I'm your host, Gifted Sister. So, our topic today is He's Not Done With Me Yet. So, when you think of everything you've gone through in your life, I'm a true believer that at least most things happen for a reason. I had a friend, right? I had a friend years ago who lost her sister as a teenager. She was 19, and she lost her sister to domestic violence. And that was many years ago, but then years later, she, giving birth to her second child, also lost her life. Her mother was left to be a caregiver to her youngest daughter's child. And when you think about, like I said, when you think about your trials and your tribulations and everything you go through, believe that someone else has it, is going through the same thing or a lot worse. So when I think about my dear friend that lost her life years ago, and I think about her mother now being a caregiver to one of her grandchildren, and she lost both her daughters and her father too, actually in the same week.
Oh wow.
You have to believe and you have to stay hopeful and believe that things do happen for a reason. And I believe that this may have happened to make her a stronger person, so she could be a caregiver.
Right.
A lot of times I think the things that we go through are not just for us, to build us up and to make us stronger, but I do believe that things are made, we're made to be stronger so we can actually take care of some people that surround us. There are people that are meant to actually be caregivers and be stronger for your family. So when you think about that you may be that person that holds up your family, you may be the person that that's always the go-to person. You're the one that's picking up and dropping off. You're the person who they call for logic and for advice. If you are that person, if you are going through anything, just think that maybe it's for a reason. It's because you're needed to be stronger so you could be helpful to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you're saying, sometimes we go through things. Sometimes not for us.
Right. It is
We
not.
go through things to prepare us to be stronger and be able to
Right.
help other people get through their situations.
Right. And you think a lot of us have asked, and I know I have. You ask why me?
Right.
Because as soon as you dig yourself out of the hole and you got your foot about to climb out the hole, then there's more dirt poured on top of you,
Wow.
and more things are happening. You get yourself out like your mom, like mom says, when it rains, it pours. You have to stay faithful and hopeful that this is all happening for a reason and there's a purpose for it. If you have been through hell and back, and I mean anything from abuse to life-threatening illnesses, incarceration, humiliation, separation, divorce, and you're homeless, or you have to start over. You have to tell yourself, and it's as far as the way I feel, it is your responsibility. If you've gone through these, it's almost your responsibility to be a testimony to someone else.
Right.
Don't hold those things in. You will never know the people that you meet, whether on the bus, at work, at school, the people that you can encourage when you tell them your story, because we all know we don't always look like what we've been through, and that's a good thing. So you share your testimony, because to me, I do. I feel like it's a responsibility. And I'm not saying, you go around telling everybody your business, but to me, it's a responsibility to share what I've gone through with other people, because I believe that's the way to encourage
Right.
others.
Yeah. Like I said, I think He sent God takes you through things for a reason, and it's not for you to keep it bottled in. He wants you to share that with people to know that he's in the blessing business.
Right.
That he is a way maker.
Yeah.
All right, to prove his relevance. That's why he wants you to, okay, I took you through this. Let the world know. Let certain
Exactly.
people know
Don't be
what I've
embarrassed.
done. Recognize
Exactly.
my power.
Don't be embarrassed
Right.
about the things. I know, sexual abuse, physical, mental abuse. People don't be embarrassed by this, because if you're still here and you're able to talk about it, you're not a victim.
Right.
When you get through, you shed, as I call it, shed the victim skin, like a snake skin,
Right.
getting rid of that skin. Once you shed that victim skin, you're a champion,
Oh yeah.
because it didn't destroy you.
Exactly.
So you actually is nothing to be ashamed of because you've made it on the other side. A lot of people don't get through it. A lot of people
Right.
don't come through on the other side. So once you shed that victim skin, encourage other people. Get in a position where you can mentor. Get in a position where you can talk to other people and start pushing back. Kick open those doors that you felt that wasn't open for you before, and realize that you're here for a reason.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I think of this. Kids come to me all the time and they go, Miss Singleton, the crayon broke. You want me to throw it away? And I look at them like, child, no. I'm like, don't you throw? Well, first of all, I don't throw away anything. You know me. I don't.
Right.
I keep toilet paper rolls, so
Right.
I don't. I don't throw away anything. They know me. We don't throw away paper. We don't throw away anything. Everything can be reused. And I look at them and say, no, throw away a crayon for what? And they say, well, it's broken. I say, no, broken crayons can still color.
Right.
Sometimes
Still
I
color.
like taking the paper off the crayons. Sometimes when it's a fat crayon, I like to break it in half. I like to use a smaller crayon. So no, broken crayons still color. So when you're broken, when you
Oh,
feel
wow.
like,
Wow. That was power.
you had to think about it, right?
crayons
Broken
still color.
color, yeah. Broken crayons still color. They don't get tossed away, and that's like us. We get broken. We pick up our pieces and we keep moving. We don't sit still. And if it happens again, we do it differently.
Right.
We may grieve differently. We may it might take some of us longer than others, but we still get up and we keep moving. We keep traveling. But I think it's one thing to remember. And it's funny, I've never been a Beyonce fan. Not really. And some people are like, what? But I've never been a big Beyonce fan, but I'm telling you, when I hear this song right here, when she says the best revenge is your papers, the best revenge is your happiness and your success. Think about it. I don't have to get back at anybody. When I get up every morning, I feel good. I'm looking good. Got my little hair tight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling real happy.
yeah.
And I'm smiling.
Oh yeah.
That's all the revenge I need.
it.
That's all you need is that smile. So please keep in mind that, we all go through things, and I'm a true believer in even the most, you think about some of the things that you've gone through, your friends have gone through. You got to believe and you got to stay faithful that these things happen for a reason. You have to remember that he's just getting started with you. No matter your age, no matter your situation, no matter what you're going through, he's not giving up on you, even when it feels like he is. Sometimes I think, well, I've been praying, and it hadn't come yet. But then I look around the corner and somebody's getting blessed, and I'm happy for them. And you know people that's getting blessed. We talked about this before. It's people getting blessed that don't deserve it. Now you just think about it. They getting blessed, and they don't deserve it.
Right.
You next.
Oh, yeah.
You've worked hard. You've been diligent. You've been praying. You've been paying tithe. You've been paying it forward and encouraging. What's coming. So stay faithful, and please give back. Encourage others. My mom used to tell me when I was younger and I was studying for a test, because I was one of those students, I never missed school. I never missed days from school. I was one of those people, I studied my butt off. I struggled. But my mom used to tell me, whatever you want, you pray for it. You have not because you ask not. But she said, at night, you go over your goals, you write them down, you go over them, and then you put them under your pillow. And I am a strong believer of that. What you want, you ask for it, and every day you work on it. So that's something that I want us to keep in mind moving forward, that it seems like trouble now, it seems like problems now, but tomorrow is going to be a new day. Stay positive and just encourage one another. That's what we need, especially at this time. Encourage your children. Wives, encourage your husband. Husband, encourage your wife. And please do it in front of your children. Encourage your children's father. Encourage your children's mother. Encourage one another in front of your children. Women, you should be your man's biggest cheerleader. Husbands, no one should be louder in the stands than you are to your family. And like I said, let your children see how you're happy for one another and how you rejoice.
Right.
I think that's important.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with Creative Ends.